everyone, this is a Roadshow experiment. I'm with my friend Craig Cole. He's behind this 360-degree camera, and we're going to take you on a little tour of the 2019 Auto Show. So it's 360, so the kids say that you can move all
turn the
around.
camera.
And we wanted to start off today with kind of the talk of the show, which is this Mustang Mach Ii. Now, Craig, I know you know a lot about this vehicle.
You're giving me more credit than I deserve.
No, but I know. First of all, the name.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate it.
You don't hate it?
No.
You don't hate it?
I think it's got the Mach, obviously, has some
Right.
heritage to it.
Right.
And they were smart to not call it Mach 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it ties the past and the future together quite nicely.
Okay.
So, but a lot of people obviously don't agree for many reasons. But I think this is a sort of a product that's going to either be like a smash success or it's just going to fizzle out.
You know,
I don't think there's going to be a middle ground.
I have to say I haven't seen it in person. This is my first time actually looking at it,
Yeah.
and I kind of like it. Let's go around to the back
Yes.
because the Mustang-inspired taillights are pretty dope.
Yeah.
Oh, and see, in the photos, I never noticed that there was like a little kind of 3D kind of slice
Yeah,
in
they've
between
done a
them.
little
Yeah, I didn't
sculpting
notice
to
that.
it.
That's pretty awesome.
So
that looks really good.
It's overall about the size of like an I-Pace or an E-Tron from Audi, but a little bit more room than like or comparable interior space to like a Macan.
Okay.
So it's sort of, I think the wheelbase is about 117 inches.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And this is going to have a range of like depending on the battery pack
Yes.
that you get, but like 200 miles?
Yeah, well, 235 to 300. There are a lot of variables because you can get.
300 miles.
I know, right? Because there are two different battery sizes.
Oh, okay.
There's a smaller, a standard range and extended.
Yeah.
And so standard is rear-wheel drive. You get a large electric motor at the back.
Thank you for rear-wheel drive.
Then you can get all-wheel drive with a small motor up front.
Okay.
And the GTs, which includes the GT and the GT Performance, you get two large motors, which will give you 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds.
But isn't this weird though to have the little po-po right there? Well, not the po-po, but the pone.
That's beautiful.
Like-
and it lights up.
I know it
it's
does
the
like
future.
I know, but I don't know. I like the idea of calling it the Mach E, but I don't know about putting the Mustang. Oh, hi, Mike Levine, the PR guy from Ford. Let's look. Mike Levine, the PR guy from Ford.
Hey there, Emme.
Hi.
Hello.
Reporter, intrepid reporter from CNET.
I know. So we're doing a little 360 around, and I love the way it looks, dude. It looks awesome. I'm not sure about the Mustang badge on the front, but if I
It
drive
lights
it
up, it's cool.
and it sounds cool and it gives me a Mustang feeling, then I'll get it.
0 to 60 in the mid threes.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's
Well, okay. That's pretty good.
Having ridden in it, and
Yeah.
barely driven it, like no body roll.
Okay.
Having the battery down low and super low
Yeah,
center
that's
of
always
gravity is great. And hey man, I own Mustang GT
Yeah.
right now with a Performance Pack 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a son who's 6'4", and I've got a daughter.
this
who's
will
in
fit him
college.
much better than.
And I can tell you that they both fit in the back of this.
That's nice.
Like,
That's
no
nice.
problem. So I can have a GT and I can have a Mach E.
Have you ordered yours yet?
I have.
You have.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people that have actually
Yes,
ordered theirs
like
already.
several
I put
journalists too, yeah.
put
Yeah.
my deposit on
Yeah.
a couple days ago, and we already got our notification back, and it's Grabber Blue, and it's a first edition, and yeah, we're super
Sweet.
excited.
Sweet.
Very
All right, well,
cool.
we're going to make our way over to
Yep.
Kia.
We got to
and
see
talk
if there are
about
dogs there.
No, we don't know. There were dogs at Subaru, but there aren't any
Subaru,
dogs
that's
anymore.
right.
I know. All right, let's switch hands
You
because I
wanna
know
switch
everyone's
it?
getting tired. Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, we're off to Kia.
Which
That's
way is
great.
Kia? I believe it's that way. Nice
is
talking to you,
right
Mike. Thank you.
over there.
Yeah. Off we
All right.
go.
So that's one of the things about an auto show is that you could start to say, like, sort of maybe not bad, but critical things about someone's car, and then there's
Fair.
the PR person.
Yes,
there.
right,
You're
the
like,
hovering.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. I like it better when I can just write things. Anyway.
Ooh, engines. I love engines and transmissions. What do we got here?
Yes.
Raptor transmission, 10-speed auto. Look at that.
Yep.
That is a lot of gears, folks. I don't know if you're aware.
Many gears.
Many gears. And then the high output EcoBoost.
I know, but you know, a lot of people are bummed about the fact that it is no longer a V8, but it's more powerful, so I don't
Oh,
really care.
it goes like hell.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going over to, what are we checking out at
We're checking out
Kia?
the Kia Seltos. The Kia
And
Seltos.
what is the Seltos?
Well, the Seltos is going to slot in between, it's just above the Kia Soul. So
Okay.
it is a compact little crossover guy.
Because the world needs another.
Well, I know, but the problem is that that's all people buy, so
I
people
know.
are going to keep
That's why
making
we
them.
can't have nice things
That's why
anymore.
we can't have nice things.
Ruin everything. Goodness.
I know. All right.
But it looks kind of funky. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So let's start off. We'll look at this one here in the middle.
Is that green? Is that gold? I'm partially colorblind, so I don't know
Oh,
what color
really?
this
Is that why you're wearing what you're wearing today?
Yes. Always.
So Kia Seltos, you can get one of two engines, a naturally aspirated 2-liter 4-cylinder, good for 146 horsepower, but I would totally go for the 1.6-liter turbo for 176
And
horsepower.
torques.
Yes.
Much more torques.
Yeah, much more torques. The torques is always, I personally prefer more torques because I like that get in the back of your, like, throw you in the back
Kick
of
in
your
the
seat.
rear, right?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's what the butt dyno responds to, right? Is the torque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Plans to offer it in the U.S. starting in the first quarter of next year. That's pretty darn close.
Yeah, I know, because we're in what, October? No, we're in November, dude.
It's nearly holiday season.
That's crazy. So what do you think about how it looks? I mean, I kind of dig on the black roof.
That's a trend we're seeing. Nissan's done that quite a lot.
Yeah,
They call
yeah.
it two-tone. Some disagree.
Yeah.
Technically, I guess it's a two-tone. But I think this is quite handsome, and we've seen a lot of great designs from Hyundai and Kia lately.
Yeah.
And the front end might be a touch busy for me personally, but the rest of it is quite handsome.
But
quite
you know
well
what I
done.
like the most
What's
are
that?
these like little prototype things that we got going
Of
on
course,
over here.
of
So check out
course.
this Seltos.
Now, is this one you would take off-road?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, whole range of lights, a winch in the front. Not that you would ever get stuck, but you need to pull people out. Yeah, tow hooks, and they have to be red. Did you know that people are legally obligated to have red tow hooks?
They are?
Yes, that's
No,
the
I
only
did
way
not
you can
know
do it. What are these wheels, dude?
Are those beadlocks or what?
Oh my God! No, I don't think
Black
so.
rhino hard alloys. I have never heard of this.
I've never
seen
a wheel
anything like this either, like
no,
Allen
I've never
screws.
seen a wheel like this either. Interesting.
We should know what this is, but we don't.
No,
That's a
but
problem.
can you imagine trying to? How do you even change this tire?
This-
Fascinating. Maybe that whole thing comes off. I don't know.
Could be. Or you have to take it to the dealer, so they have the
No,
special.
yeah, but you can't do that if you're going to take something off road.
That's true.
You know?
Or maybe you're just screwed. You can't get back.
Yeah, but these are great 17-inch wheel Falcon tires. Not super meaty, but certainly has more sidewall and some better tread that's going on. It looks like maybe it's got a lift, like maybe a lift. Maybe
Yeah, that's jacked up a little bit, I would
like
say.
an inch.
I love the color.
Yeah,
know
I
said
love
I
the
was
orange.
partially colorblind, but
Yes.
this is
Yeah.
like a desert tan and an orange on top.
Yeah. This is
That's nice.
real two-tone.
Yes.
This is some real two-tone stuff. Yeah, man, I dig it. Look, you got the obligatory high lift jack up here. Which, of course, you always need a high lift jack when you're. I just can't get over these wheels, dude. That's amazing.
Are we done here?
Yeah, we're done
Wait,
here.
are you
We're done
sure?
here. We're
I don't
done
wanna-
here.
if you're having a moment,
No,
we can
I'm
say-
not having a moment. I don't have moments. I don't have moments. All right.
We want to go to. We talked about two-tone.
Yes, we talked about two-tone.
There's a new car at the Nissan stand. We might want to breeze by right quick.
Does it have two-tones?
It depends on who you ask. Some people would say yes. Others would say no.
Okay, let's go see.
All right. So I see intelligent mobility.
Okay.
If you want to swap.
Here, you want to
yeah,
take
if you
that?
want, if
and
you want a
I'll,
little rest, then we'll do this. It's funny.
Oh,
Here we go
we're
through the
cutting
Honda
through
booth.
the Honda booth.
It's funny they have
We're
a.
not stopping, no.
No. But they have. I love the Chevy truck they have. That's from back in the day when they got started here in the U.S.
Well, I know,
market.
because they were hauling those Honda bikes, which is pretty cool.
But it's funny to see a competitive product.
I know, in
Not
the
that they
booth.
really compete necessarily with like a body-on-frame truck, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
Walking. This is.
I do enjoy this showing
Yes.
showing the crash worthiness of something. I mean, this is obviously done. Window curtains went out, and that person, I'm sure there wasn't anybody in there. That crash test dummy walked away.
They hauled his.
This is why I get paid the big bucks.
That's right.
Everybody.
You got all the good jokes,
I know.
Emme.
Come here, Sam. Doing video.
Nobody does that.
All right.
Sentra.
You guys, I cannot believe that I'm actually excited about a Sentra, but it looks so good.
It does, and the photos don't really do it justice. If you look at
No.
pictures before you see it in person,
Yeah.
it's like, eh.
It looks so good. I'm not a super fan of this color. I did see it out in like a blue that I thought was really, really attractive. But this is going to have a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, 149 horsepower, 145 pound-feet
But
of
you
torque.
know they're going to do like a Nismo
Yeah,
turbo
probably.
version. They've
Probably.
got the stuff in the toolbox already. Just drop the engine in, right?
But let's see if we can.
There's a lot of sculpturalness
Yeah.
to the front end that you don't see in photos necessarily. It's
Yeah.
a very handsome little car.
No,
I've got to say.
it really is, and I wish there's people inside of it right now, but
Yes.
I really want to be able to show people what the interior looks like because it's a huge step up.
Here's one on the turntable. Maybe we can. Oh, we can't.
Oh no, that guy's shooting video
No,
too.
and it's blocked off.
Yeah, okay, we don't want to be
Wah,
jerks.
wah,
Well,
Can we
let's-
just show them the Versa instead?
No, because I mean, but like, look, you can kind of see here on the inside, like, the leather is a lot better. There's a floating screen. It runs Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which, like, thank God. I mean, it's still going to have a CVT, which for drivers is like, but the overall packaging of this is really, really good.
And the interior is such a huge step up from what you get in the outgoing version, which is barely rental grade. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And this with the round air vents, I see Kia Stinger or maybe Audi,
Yeah, I mean,
which is in a Sentra. They can do that.
I know. And it has the zero gravity seats, which I
Oh,
love.
those are amazing.
I know.
In fact, they're dangerous
Because you
there's
fall
a risk
asleep?
of falling asleep. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's go around here
Let's
to the
give a
back
quick look
really
around.
fast. Yeah, I mean, like this little detail right here, this little chick.
Is
I
that what
love
it's
it.
called? Is that the technical
Yeah, that's
term?
a technical term. It's a chick. I mean, otherwise I'd have to be calling it the Nissan Boomerang, and I don't want to be doing that. So yeah, overall, like, fantastic. They haven't announced pricing yet, but a PR person that I spoke to earlier today said that they don't expect it to get much higher in price than what the Sentra is
Yeah.
currently going for. So it's
That's
still an
good news.
entry level.
Of course.
Still an entry level vehicle.
Yeah. And here's this two-tone we were talking about.
Yeah.
Which is it two-tone? Leave a comment down below.
Yeah.
Because this car is, I believe the color is called Monarch Orange Metallic, if I'm not mistaken. But they've paired it, of course, with a blacked out roof.
Yeah.
So technically two different colors. But do you
No.
consider that two-tone?
No, I know. I want the two-tone to have, like, across the door, like a big sweeping curve, and then like white in the front,
Like
and
the
then like
50s,
blue in the back.
something.
Yeah.
A cool,
like a California
real-
bug from
Yes.
back
That
in the
would be
DIY
awesome.
day. All right, I want to show you something outside.
This is we're gonna be at this
And
booth
this is
for
gonna be
probably an
forever.
hour.
I know.
because-
Because you know how much I love off-road, right?
Yes.
I mean, I do.
You just won a very important race. I
It's
understand.
actually I won a
For
rally.
the second
A rally.
second
It's not a
time.
race.
Is this the second consecutive?
This is the second consecutive year that I was able to win. Look at this. Bollinger Motors. Bollinger Motors.
Someone is very excited.
Oh no, these are so good. Don't go over there.
Don't go over
Go
there.
over here.
All right, we'll go this way.
Okay, so this is what we all wanted the Defender to look like, right?
Yeah.
Boxy, utilitarian, like nothing, there is nothing on here that doesn't actually serve a purpose. And I love it so
It's
very
all
much.
electric despite looking like some army Jeep from the 60s, right?
Exactly. And so because it's all electric, you have massive amounts of torque, 668 pound-feet of torque, and it can go to 60 miles an hour in 4.5 seconds. But like, look at how giant it is.
Why don't you pop a door if we could take a look inside?
Yeah. So here's why there's nothing.
Oh my, it's
in
like
here.
empty.
It is. But look, you got your shifter on the tree.
Yeah.
I
Oh, I
would
love
say
that.
3 on the tree, but it's not. Obviously, it's not 3 speeds. There's an actual key, like an old school.
It's like
my,
analog.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
dude. Like my old Jeep had an actual key like that. Sunroofs all the way around, which is super cool.
This is awesome. The
Yeah.
only problem is it's 125 grand.
It's 100. Starts
And
at
you
$125,000.
can't drive it on the road. Not that it's
No, you
built
can
for
drive it
that.
on the road.
Isn't it? I thought they weren't street legal.
I have not heard that.
Maybe I am
I'm
mistaken.
pretty sure you can drive it on the road. It's got taillights. It's got fenders. You can drive it on the road, right? Yeah.
I stand corrected.
With
100% road legal.
yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah, with
All
200
the better reason to get one.
yeah, with 200 miles of range. So
We have 2 different versions.
yeah. So, we're now seeing electric vehicles that are having upwards of 200 miles of range. But I got to say, like, this is going to be a really heavy vehicle. So having 200 miles of range, like, that's good. That's a good amount for what this is. Right. So
And what
we've
it can
got
do?
they also have one that's got a truck bed in the back.
Let's check that out.
Yeah.
Portal axles, is that true?
Portal axles, dude.
That's hardcore.
So portal axles give you more ground clearance. So this has 15 inches of ground clearance and 10 inches of wheel travel.
Can we? It might be a little dark. Let's see if we can.
Get underneath there?
Maybe. We're shooting into a coal bunker
No,
here.
you can't really see it.
We tried.
Yeah, sorry. But real, great wheels, great off-road tires, a lot of off-road capability in this, and a good amount of range. So we're probably not going to see these around on the road. You're not going to see one in the wild until 2021, probably, maybe the end of 2020. But I'm super excited to drive one.
I'm sure you will be on the top of the list to get one too.
Yeah, buddy!
All right, we got to change halls.
Yeah, we
now.
got to change halls.
We got a long walk, a long march from, what is this, the West Hall to
I
the
don't
South
know.
Hall?
I have no idea where we are.
Whichever one it is. So maybe our video editors will speed this up.
All right, so now here we are in the other hall. This is
Lots of music going on here.
Genesis. They're going to have their G90, I
You want me to take this?
debut. Either that or they're giving away free booze. And either one could be true at the auto show. So, but we wanted to come over here to the Audi
Yes, welcome to the next hall.
because we have the Audi E-Tron Sportback. Oh, well, look, wait,
see
there's
it.
the RS-Q8.
Do you want
Let's
to do
go
that
look
one
at that
first?
Yeah. I mean, it's right there.
Okay.
So, have you driven the Lamborghini Urus?
I have not. I'm not fancy like some people.
Dude, I wanted to hate it, and I loved it.
Oh, yeah?
And this is like
It's the right kind of wrong.
Yes, and this is like the less obnoxious Lamborghini Urus. I mean, this color not.
And that's a lot of grill.
notwithstanding. That's a lot of grill, but it's just not as ugly as the Urus, you know?
True. There's a lot going on with the
Right,
Lambo.
right.
A lot.
So this shares the same platform as the Lamborghini, and twin turbo V8, which is awesome. 592 horsepower and
Is that all?
590 pound-feet of torque.
I expected more
No,
from
you
them.
didn't. No, you didn't.
0 to 60 in around 3.8 seconds. It also has a mild hybrid system. Is that true?
Yeah, I
48
think so.
volt.
Yeah, I think it's it's like a starter generator, so that's what
Yeah.
does the start-stop stuff. So all of that
Yeah.
is really, really fast, which is good.
Yeah, that's sort of a trend we're seeing is the implementation of those 48 volt systems. You get a lot of benefits without a lot of extra cost or complexity. So,
Yeah, it's awesome.
yeah.
It's
like the
awesome.
Ram does it. It works great in the
Yeah,
Ram
and
truck.
it gives you little extra bursts of power, which is really nice.
Yes.
my
Beautiful.
God.
What is your opinion of decorative carbon fiber?
Are you sure that's decorative? That's gotta be real, right?
Well, I mean, it's real but used as a decoration.
Oh.
Like a trimming.
I mean, I like it.
You do?
Yeah. I think it, because it gives a little bit of texture and design
Yes.
element into this, which might just normally be a flat black. And, excuse me, it's, and it's functional because it's saving weight. I mean, how much weight did they really save with that one little piece?
It was $300 extra, right?
Probably.
But in a vehicle like this, you don't really care.
No, you don't. You don't. And I love this color. Let's look inside. Yeah.
Frameless windows, look at that.
That's full on frameless. Look.
Except this little guy here.
I feel like this whole thing would just break at some point, or my window would break.
You just gotta be careful.
Look at the contrast green stitching. Oh, buddy, that's so cool. No, I dig on that.
I love the subtlety that they put in some of the design elements. Just this little, the way that it catches the light.
Yeah.
They could have left this flat, right?
Right. No,
but
it
there's
looks
just this little
good.
crease.
Yeah,
Beautifully done.
I would definitely take this over the Lambo for sure.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
We have another Audi to talk
We
about.
do? Where is it?
Should be right here.
Ooh.
The E-Tron Sportback. And you can think of this as sort of a coupified version of the E-Tron, you know, the crossover they came out with.
Sure.
It looks a bit like they didn't add enough yeast into the bread and it didn't rise at the back.
I don't know, dude. What do you think about this coupe over
This
thing?
whole genre of vehicle just leaves me scratching my head.
Yeah,
Like, you've
I'm
taken
not-
what would be a normally fairly practical product and
Right.
you've made it
Right.
probably pretty dramatically less useful.
Yeah, there is not a lot of storage right back in there. And if you were tall in the back seat, that's gonna take
Yeah.
away a lot of your headroom.
Exactly. So what is the point? You buy a crossover for elevated ride height and ostensibly to carry more junk, and now you've limited that. So
Yeah.
just for a little bit different roof line. I don't know.
It doesn't do it for me. Oh, the Kia thing or the Genesis program is starting.
Oh yeah, you probably can't hear us now.
You probably can't. Let's walk over to
right.
Hyundai.
Yeah, let's wander over there.
There's some cool things at Hyundai.
So they did one interesting thing with the E-Tron, though. While
Yeah.
we're walking, we can talk about it. They've sort of they're working the battery pack a little bit harder than they did in the standard E-Tron. That and some other efficiency improvements should have boosted the range a little bit. They're claiming about 446 kilometers on the WLTP standard, and we don't know what that's going to be in America yet, but we're guessing like maybe 225 miles of range.
Wouldn't it be awesome if we could get a standard for like a worldwide standard?
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be
Or
so
like
nice.
a worldwide crash standard, so if a vehicle is saleable in Europe, you can just bring it here.
Exactly, because it's not like, you know, what do Europeans, I don't know, like have different leg bones that break differently in
Yes,
a crash?
they do.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, every country wants to have their say and feel like they're doing something of value.
You think that's what it is? They just...
It's just legislatures want to justify their jobs. Right? So we're heading over to the Defender, right?
We are heading over to the Hyundai stand.
Oh,
because
they've got a couple products.
They have a couple of really, really cool, they're prototypes at this point, but let's look at, you might be able to see right in front of me, with its lights on.
Oh boy.
And
Is
it's-
this the little one we're talking about? Right?
Yeah,
Dead
buddy,
ahead.
that little thing dead ahead. So this is the Hyundai
RM19.
RM19. RM stands for, I kept thinking it was like race mile or really magnificent or something.
Is it something more mundane?
It's like racing midship because this is a mid-engine Veloster.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Dude, okay.
Was this at SEMA then?
No,
That's where it
I
should
didn't
have
see it
been.
at SEMA. So this is a regular Veloster, right?
Do you have a question about the RM?
No,
No, we're
it's racing midship, right?
I wanted to make sure you knew.
Yes, thank you.
Sounded like you said something funny, like really magnificent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Like
works.
you didn't know.
No. Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
I guess I need to work on my joke delivery. So
You
this
were
is
fine.
this is the regular Veloster, right? Front engine, front wheel drive.
Which is an awesome car.
Yes,
the N is a boatload of fun.
I haven't had a chance to drive it, but
You're missing out.
I know.
Do you tell Steve to schedule you one?
Steve, schedule me on those drives. But then this is based off their TCR race car.
Okay.
So mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, as God intended. But the one thing as God
I'm
did
just
not
shaking my head.
intend, it is a like we can see our faces in there. It's a 6-speed sequential gearbox.
And no airbag,
And no
it even
airbag.
says so.
If you can see it right there, you probably
Is it
can't.
unlocked? I
No,
doubt
we tried it earlier.
Aw.
No, I know. It's
What
not right.
engine lurks in here?
It's a 2-liter turbo, I believe. Yeah, 2-liter turbo, 390 horsepower. Yeah,
Well done.
yeah,
Very well done.
that's what I said.
That will move at 0 to 60 less than 4 seconds, it looks
Yeah.
like.
yes.
That is.
And here's the thing: is that Hyundai has been like, you know, we could see this as being our Halo car. Like,
I guess.
could you really? With like,
Did they contract Boeing to help them on some of these design elements here?
look at
This
that
is.
giant.
Look at the size of this thing.
You could eat Thanksgiving dinner off of that thing.
You could. You could
I know.
have a buffet.
So I'm pretty sure that if something like this comes to market, it's not going to be quite so aggressive, but a mid-engine rear-wheel drive Veloster, like, yes, absolutely, I want that. Absolutely. So,
What's
and then
this one
over
here now?
here
That's
we
our next
have-
Hyundai.
Yes, so this is kind of a design study. It's called the Vision T, and it is kind of shows what they're hoping the new Tucson to look like. But what I really dig on this is this front grille here, because check it out. There's all these these are all like active shutters.
These are active, and then
Yeah,
some of the
yeah,
other
yeah.
ones, like I think they're the outer ones on either side.
Oh, sorry.
They- They light up, which
Don't
is.
touch it, Craig.
Sorry.
Yeah, so some of them light up, and then these are actually right here, the headlights that
Yes.
look opaque, but then when they turn the headlights on,
They
they
shine
come out.
right
Yeah,
through there.
I
That's
love
very
it.
cool. Hyundai's been doing some interesting stuff with their lighting
Yeah,
elements
yeah,
lately.
yeah. It's
And
really cool.
Again, this is another one of those vehicles I think you see in pictures. It doesn't do it justice.
No,
Because there's
not
a
at
lot
all. Mm-hmm.
of sculpture to the grille here and to the front end that you don't get in a two-dimensional image. And
Yeah.
it's quite striking.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see something like this on the new Tucson.
Yes.
But we don't know when the new Tucson's coming out.
And they're not going to tell us if we ask.
Nope, I did ask, and they said, nope, we're not going to let you know.
They're no fun.
Hi.
So we're going to cross the way here. We've got a certain British product
Oh, British.
that we need to talk about.
We do.
Is it a Land Rover?
Um,
Land Rover Wrangler.
yeah, no, it's not. Definitely not a Land Rover Wrangler.
I can take the camera if you
Oh,
want.
sure.
Because this is another one that
This is
you
my
might want to
jam.
be a little bit more animated.
This is my jam.
Yeah.
This is my jam.
Let's go.
So, Hi.
Is it this
so
one?
This is the new Defender, you guys. This is the new Defender. So we haven't seen a Defender in the States for like, I don't know, 20 years. There's a couple of things that people are a little upset about with this Defender. Number one, not quite as boxy as some folks wanted it. It does have a little bit of a Honda Pilot-y look.
Oh no.
It does. I do think that. But the more I see it, the more I like it. The big thing on this was it going to be solid suspension or independent? And it is independent front and rear. So essentially, it's like another disco. It's not the hardcore off-roader that a lot of us wanted.
Exactly, right?
Having said that, this thing's going to be super capable.
Of course.
I mean, absolutely, it's going to be super capable. But it's just maybe not as capable as
The question,
folks like I would have wanted. The question is,
that I have.
yes.
Do they need another super fancy, super high-priced off-road vehicle?
No. Well,
Should this have been much more bare bones?
yeah. It could have been great to be a little bit more bare bones and then have had more capability. Because as it stands, this thing is going to be, let me see, I have the price written down here somewhere.
Is it like 65 and change?
Yeah,
For
yeah,
the
yeah.
90s top tier first edition.
Right, and the 110 first edition starts at 68.
I don't know about
650.
you. That ain't cheap.
No, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. So I do wish that it went a little bit more towards the basic off-roady thing, but I am glad to see a Defender back in the States.
Yes.
I do
it's
like
a long
it.
time coming.
Yes.
And I bet you will be the one on the drive program for
God,
this.
I hope so. I hope so. So this was the Defender that they had in the James Bond movie right here.
All right.
And when I first
Do you
saw
want to
it,
do a quick
well, when I first saw it, I got really upset because I'm like, this is just paint. What the hell? This isn't even real dirt. And then I realized, oh, it's for the movie, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I get the theatrics. It's fine.
Could you imagine if every scene the dirt and mud was slightly different? It would never, the continuity, people would go crazy.
So funny.
Where are we going next, Em?
We're going to Volkswagen because they hella surprised me today.
Volkswagen.
Yeah, it's a
Los
little bit.
Gates.
It's a little bit of a walk, so we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to
Alright,
power
well,
up.
I-Pace, another quite nice electric. If you
Yeah,
want an electric, if you can make that work in your life.
I haven't driven it. I hardly ever see them on the road, dude.
Yeah, they're probably. The problem is electrics are the perfect vehicle. Instant torque. They're silent. They have. Just think of the components you can eliminate. There are no valves or
Sure,
springs or
yeah.
keepers or bearing inserts or
Yeah.
oil pump. You don't need any of that. The only problem is the battery technology isn't quite there yet.
Right.
So like if you tow,
Yeah.
if you haul, if you go up mountains, they don't work so well.
Well, and also the charging infrastructure. You
Yeah.
know, like that's difficult as well. Okay, so we're here at the Volkswagen stand. So I was just like kind of walking over to see some friends
Is
in the
this-
Volkswagen stand, and then I saw those rally lights. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I saw this whole thing, and I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How is it that I was not aware that this was a thing that was happening? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is based. This is
The
based
Baja
off.
Truck.
Yeah, it's the Baja Truck. They're going to compete in the not this year's Baja 1000, which is like tomorrow or Friday. They're going to compete in the 2020, and this was actually built with Reese Millen and then Tanner Faust, who is going to be the driver of this as well.
A couple guys that
Yeah,
know
I mean,
what they're
like,
doing.
they kind of know a little
I
bit
would
about
say.
some off-road stuff. It's a powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. Puts out about 480 horsepower or so.
They're getting more out of 2 liters than Hyundai is.
I know, it's crazy, right? Can you imagine how big that... Well, Volkswagen was also the people that had the, I don't know, what was it, 600 horsepower Jetta or something out of a 2-liter turbo that I drove at 209 miles an hour?
You did?
I did.
What
It
what
was scary.
is that like? I
It's-
can't imagine.
You know what? Anything above like 150 is just like, oh, you can't really tell.
Oh, it's just all the same?
It's all the same.
I'm
It's
going
all
to
the
die.
same. Yeah.
Because I've done like a $140 on the Autobahn or
Yeah,
something.
we did
and
a
it's
$140 on the Autobahn together.
Yeah, and it was like,
That
that's
was our
about
first
as
ride.
fast
That was
as
when we
this.
first met each other.
Yes, it was.
I
We were
know.
on the, it was the drive for the Geneva Motor Show. For
And it was the Toyota 86.
Yes,
And we
100%.
should not have been going that fast in that car.
I think you actually went faster than I did.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure you did.
So,
But I did not feel unsafe.
oh, you're so good. So they're calling this Atlas Cross Sport Baja concept. So there are a lot of things in theory that are from the Atlas, but I mean, if you look down in here, like none of that is production.
What do you mean?
None
That looks
of
like
that.
the billet and...
None of these Fox shocks bypass, triple bypass. That's not production. But you know, Volkswagen was really there at the beginning of off-road racing in Baja, so it's cool to see them coming back. You know, so I was just
When
very
can we
joyous.
buy one of these?
You're funny. You're funny. All right, I have heard there are some cool things over at BMW.
Yes,
as
there's
well.
one more car we're going to talk about on
Okay.
this 360-degree walk around.
Shoot! Oh,
This
look,
is the
there's
first time we've done this,
Yeah,
and
I think it's getting to be a little bit longer than we thought, but I'm okay with that.
But there's a lot of great stuff to
I
talk
know.
about.
Look at that CA convertible mid-engine. That's blue,
The fact
man.
that they got that price point at like 60-ish
I know.
grand.
Look how pointy that front is. It's just like bam. I mean, that's like some Lambo points happening right there.
Yeah. Beautiful car.
Yeah.
I would never get a convertible. I don't like convertibles.
Oh, you're crazy. Convertibles are where it's at,
no,
man.
no.
Convertibles are the best. Oh, don't
No
walk in
way.
that guy's shot. That's one of the hardest things about auto shows is you're constly walking
Oh, I
into
know it.
people's
And you
shots.
don't mean to do it?
No,
'Cause
I
it
don't
happens
mean-
to you, us all the time.
I
and
don't
like-
mean to be a jerk.
And then you're like, oh, I'm sorry. But then other people are just like,
I just feel like
oh, wander around. Let me take my cell phone out and check some email now and stand
As
right
I'm
in the
standing
way.
right in the
Yeah.
way. Let me just leave this car door open.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are looking for the,
It's the blue one on
2
the
Series
end
Gran
here.
Coupe. Now, have you driven this?
No,
Look at those orange. Yeah, look at those. I know you're colorblind. Look at the yellow lights on the green car.
that's very cool. I can actually see those colors.
Yes. Hi. I'm going to talk to you in a minute. We're actually doing a thing. No. But it's one second. Here, let me hold.
Oh. So this
All right.
is the new BMW 2 Series Gran Coupe, which should be making its world debut here at the LA show. Now, 2 models are going to be offered in America. You can get a 228i X-Drive and an M235i X-Drive because you need more names and stuff in each model line, right? So the base car, the 228, you get a 2-liter turbo 4,
Okay.
228 horsepower, 258 pounds of torque, 8-speed automatic, and 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, that's
Perfectly
great.
fine.
That's great.
But if you want a little bit more giddy up, you're going to want this one, the M235i, in a beautiful color, by the way.
Yeah, this color's the dope.
So, same 2-liter engine, but they made a few changes.
Okay.
All right. Bigger main bearings.
Okay.
New pistons.
Yeah.
Higher flow injectors. Bigger
Whoa,
turbo.
that means
bunch
more
of stuff.
gas, more bang bang.
That's right. So, what does that get you? Good question. Me. 301 horsepower. 332 pound-feet of torque.
301. That's as much as a Toyota Camry.
Shh.
Emmy, sorry.
That's rude. But, get this. 0 to 60
Yeah.
in as little as 4.6.
Seconds?
That's fast.
Yeah, that is.
That
pretty
is fast.
That is really fast.
For this little car.
And this color is amazing. Do we know what this guy's going to start at?
That I don't know, but you can get a pair of 10.25-inch displays inside.
Oh, that's
with the
nice.
latest versions of iDrive, of course.
Uh-huh.
Production starts this month, and it's supposedly going to go on sale sometime around March. But we'll see.
Oh.
So that means we're going to probably be driving it pretty soon.
Cool. So are you going to have you on the drive?
I don't know. That's not my decision. I do as I'm told.
All right, let me see if I can turn this around. I have no idea if this is actually on.
It's
or not.
360. We're probably always on it.
Oh, you're right. All right.
So,
Yeah,
that's
thanks
it.
you guys for looking at this 360 walk around. Again, let us know in the comments what you think. We're always trying to do new and exciting things for y'all, and hopefully this was fun.
Yes,
and
it was
Craig,
very much fun.
I'm
This
so
is
glad
our
to
first
do our
on-camera.
first video
Yes,
together.
yes.
Yay! Emme and Craig living large at the LA show.
Thanks, guys.